So we're going to start with thinking about innovation. And so innovation has two sides. Innovation has both creativity and efficiency. And unfortunately, almost all businesses only focus on one side of the equation. They focus on efficiency. They try to get more for less, okay? But the problem is, as Dan was alluding to, as we now all know, in fact, what has happened more recently has just made what was always implicit, explicit, is that the world changes. And not only changes, it changes unpredictably. And a couple of examples is, of course, that we're far more interconnected than we ever were, which means when something happens on one side of the world, it literally affects those on the other side of the world within seconds, okay? So we're far less in control of our own destiny, which you could actually argue is one of the fundamental reasons for why there was Brexit and isolationism, okay? We also have fluid landscapes. So an example is the most in-demand jobs in 2010 didn't even exist in 2004. It's not that they were around and less popular, they weren't even there. So we're educating children for a world that literally does not even exist yet. Which is why LinkedIn did a recent survey and found that the most in-demand skill is creativity. The number 3 is adaptability. And I would actually make an argument that creativity falls within adaptability. So we're going to talk about adaptability throughout, okay? What does it mean to be creative? It's to be able to perceive differently, to see differently from the way you see right now. In other words, it's grounded in perception. And perception underpins everything that it is to be you. What you know, what you believe, how you lead, the clothes you wear, the people you fall in love with, everything begins with perception. So to understand perception is to not only understand how the brain works, it's to understand what it is to be human. Okay, and I have one aim in this 30 minutes, which is I want you to know less at the end than you think you know now. All right, and I always succeed. Why? Because nothing interesting begins with knowing. It begins with not knowing. And I want you to not know at the deepest level.